you know that there are people that do not even have the privilege, the opportunity to be in a gathering like this, that we sensitize them, that will build them, that will help them plan for a better future. So many persons don't have these opportunities, but here we are, you and I. Every morning, every night, we are always coming to talk about our future. We are always coming to talk about our future. Amazing. So many persons are out there looking for an opportunity like this. But here we are. Here we are leveraging on the power of system. So many persons are out there running, walking from one street to the other, looking for what to eat and sleep. That is what they live for. What to eat today, so they can eat and what sleep. But you and I, we are not in that level. We are planning ahead. We are planning for tomorrow. We are planning for our future, because we know that if we fail to plan for this future, then invariably we are already planning to fail. So this morning we'll be enriching our mind, talking about SWIFTtrip. You want to know the reason why we are consistently talking about this business? Yes. You want to know what is in it for you if you identify with SWIFTtrip. All of those will be shown to you this morning. And if you can see my screen, I haven't introduced myself, sorry about that. For the benefit of those connecting with us for the very first time, I am Favorina Ayo, the international admin of SWIFTtrip, and also the personal assistant to the CEO. So this morning I will be taking us on the presentation that will show to us what SWIFTtrip is all about and every other benefit that is embedded in SWIFTtrip. So if you can see my screen, you will see we have the aircraft, we have the vehicle, we have the luggages. In a jiffy, this tells you already that this business has to do with what? Transportation. Yes, it has to do with what? Transportation. And if you can see that already by just this picture that has been depicted for you, then you see correctly. You see correctly. Let us go to all of the things we'll be talking about today. First off, we will be looking at what SWIFTtrip is. We'll be looking at where we are as a company. We will also be looking at how our customers will benefit from this business if time permits. Then we will look at how subscribers, what do I mean by subscribers? I mean how co-owners, how co-founders will benefit from this business. These are all of the areas we'll be looking at in this morning's presentation. So we'll take the very first one, which is asking us a question, a very important question. What is SWIFTtrip? You get to know what SWIFTtrip is? Here is the definition of SWIFTtrip. SWIFTtrip is that business, business that is coming to change how businesses are being done. SWIFTtrip is a global system. SWIFTtrip is a global system that deals with what? Transportation, that's mobility, commerce, and hospitality service providing business that is decentralized. It is what? Decentralized, in the sense that it gives you and I the privilege to have total control of this app. The app is that transparent that we can see all of the transactions, we can see everything that is ongoing. It is that transparent and it is user friendly. SWIFTtrip is that business, a mobility business that is coming to revolutionize how people travel and connect, that is trying to reshape how people travel and connect, that is coming to reform the business world. That is what SWIFTtrip is. Remember, so many persons will say that anything that has to do with online business, they should count them out. Why? Because of some of the ugly experiences they've had in the past. But this is what I will say to them. If only they are being sincere to themselves. To answer this question, was it business you did? Or it was it was something you gambled with? It wasn't business. If you're being sincere, it's a Ponzi scheme. It's something that they told you that Mr. A, Mr. B, if you come in with your money, you will get double, you will get triple, as the case may be of whatever you're coming in with. What they are simply doing is they are collecting the other person's money to pay the other person. Why? Because they have promised him or her double of whatever they will come in with. So in order for them to fulfill that, they have no choice but to rob Mr. A in order to pay what? Mr. B. It is not business. SWIFTtrip is business unusual. It's business unusual. The reason why the poor are poor is because they are not trained to recognize business opportunities. The richest man in China says, if you put bananas and money in front of monkeys, they will do what? Choose bananas. Why? Because they do not know that money can get more bananas. So, let's bring it to reality now. If you put work and business in front of so many persons, in front of people, so many people will choose work. They will choose to earn what? Salary. Because they do not know that business will yield for them more profit. They spend a whole lot of time, they spend a lot of years in school. And what they are taught is how to work and earn salary, instead of how to work and make money for themselves. That is business. That is what? Business. So SWIFTtrip is calling you to come together. Let us build this business. We're not telling you to come work with us and you'll be earning your salary. Come, let us build. Let us build business. Something that by the time the people see us, they will ask us, how did we do it? It is because we understand something that they don't. It is because we decide to take the steps that they refuse to take. It is because we plan for the future of which they themselves refuse to plan for. It is because when they are spending their money, we are investing our money. That is some of the things we do that they are not doing. Sorry about that. That's some of the things they do that we are not. That's some of the things we do that they are not doing. We are calling you to come together. Let us build this business that will make you and I decillonaire in dollars. Yes. It will make you and I decillonaire in dollars. Not just decillonaire, but also virgin trillionaire in dollars. We are not building a business that will last for few years. It's a business that will still be in operation even when we are no longer what? In existence. When we are no longer in existence, the business we are building, which is SWIFTtrip, will be in operation, paying our lineage for life. Let's look at the services we are rendering. You understand that we are building this on a blockchain. A decentralized system. We are building it on what? The latest version of the internet, which is the Web 3.0. All of these services will be built on these platforms. The question is, what are SWIFTtrip core services? Let us look at our services. We have number one, the aviation. We have the e-taxi, we have the e-commerce, we have the logistics, and then the hospitality. All of this service is built on blockchain support. The Web 3.0 that is transparent, that operates with technologies that like the artificial intelligence. We are leveraging on that. We are leveraging on the newest version of the internet. Of course, you won't want us to come and start doing or maybe leveraging on the Web 2.0. That's rubbish. We are leveraging on the latest version of the internet. Now, there's one thing I want you to look at. These services we are rendering. The aviation, the e-taxi, the e-commerce, the logistics, and the hospitality. These 5 services, which I call 5 Alive. Do you know that there is something common with all of these services? And what is that? This is it. These services does not lack what? Patronage. It is not, they are not short of patronage. If you're being sincere with me, you look at it, they are not short of patronage. Now, for a business that is rendering services that are not short of patronage, what does that tell you? That the profit, the income, the profit you will make from this business will be massive. It's something that you just can't phantom. You can't phantom the profit that will be coming in. Especially for the fact that it is a global business. Come together. Let us build this. This is one of the decisions, one of the best decisions of our life that we can make. This decision will either make you or what? Marry you, right? You should not look down on this opportunity. Now, let us bring out these services one after the other so you can see. Maybe the names are kind of confusing here. But now, let us roll these services one after the other so we can see what we are talking about. So the very first one is the aviation. I believe this is not new, seeing it, because we have companies that are doing or rendering these services. The likes of the Airpeace. Every one of us know Airpeace. ValueJet, Eric, Ibom Air, a whole lot of them. All of these are businesses. These are companies rendering all of the aviation business. These companies I just mentioned now are into what? The aviation business. SWIFTtrip is coming to build its own. We are not just coming to own aircraft. We will own our own airport. We will own our own what? Airport. We will have our terminals. Is this something you would not want to be part of? I will ask a question, which we usually say, poverty no dey tire you, suffer no dey tire you. This is not something you can do by yourself. Why don't you come and leverage on the power of what? Collaboration. Let us collaborate and do this. Yes, you're thinking of a better future. You're thinking of a better tomorrow. You might not have been thinking of owning an aviation business. But then you've seen this. Does it not resonate with you? Does it not resonate with the fact that you are preparing for your future and you have an opportunity to own a global business that have all of these services? Now, this is for the aviation. Let's look at the e-taxi. We have the likes of the Uber, the Bolt, InDrive, Enviable Transport. SWIFTtrip is coming to own its own. its own platform, its own e-taxi platform. This is a platform that you can book your ride at wherever you are. You book your ride and someone will come pick you and take you to where you are or where you want to go to. Without you going out there, stand under the sun or under the rain to book for taxi. At your convenience, at your comfort, you just book a taxi and someone will come pick you and take you to where you're going to. Not for free, because you have to pay for the service. After you must have alighted at your destination, you pay for the service rendered. SWIFTtrip is coming with its own. So you see that the service we are building is not something that is difficult for the people to understand. It's something that is out there, that people, companies are already into that line of business, or they are already performing that transaction. Let's look at the third one, which is the e-commerce. What does this e-commerce mean? It means electronic buying and selling. This is a platform whereby you can buy and sell your stuffs, your product online without you going out there to be present at the shop physically. You can purchase your stuffs online. Now, this e-commerce have another aspect of it, which is what? The logistics. They work hand in hand. The logistics and the e-commerce. Because by the time, you can agree with me that by the time you purchase something, another problem has been created, which is how do you convey those things bought to where you want them to be? That is a problem that has been created. And that is where the logistic world comes in play. It takes those things that you've purchased to where you want them to be. Examples of the logistic business, we have the DHL, we have the UPS, we have the God is Good Logistics. Example of the e-commerce, we have the likes of the Jumia, the Alibaba, the Gigi, the Konga. All of these are examples of the e-taxi, of the e-commerce and the logistics platform. Okay? So this is the logistics. Now, let's look at the next service, which is the fifth one. And what is that? The hospitality. So many people, by the time they hear hospitality, they will think we are talking about hospital. No. We are talking about hotel, where you can lay your head, where you can book for accommodation. Now, look at it. In one app, we have all of these 5 services: the e-commerce, logistic, aviation, e-taxi, and hospitality. It simply means in one app, you can book for your flight, you can book for your taxi, and that person will come to you and take you to wherever you're going to. You can also book for accommodation. You can book for the flight, the e-taxi, accommodation. Your products can be transported to wherever you want, and then you can still purchase your stuffs online. Amazing. 5 incredible services in one app. We are the first company to embed all of this in one app. And that is why we are calling you to come own this global business, because it's a business that will leave you wealthy for life, that will leave your generation wealthy. And who wouldn't want to be wealthy? Yeah, even if we know there are some persons that don't want to be wealthy or rich. Yes, there are people like that. But then the question is, are you that person? Are you that person? If you are that person, fine. But if you are not that person, then take the bold step and identify with SWIFTtrip. Let us do great things together. You and I can do great things. Let us look at the next slide, which is asking us a question. Has SWIFTtrip gone live? Have we launched the business? You want to know if we've gone live, if you can patronize us? There's an answer to this question, and which is, we said no. SWIFTtrip is currently at its development phase, which is not a crime. In short, it's an opportunity to you. listening to us for the very first time, because you are getting to know this and you have the opportunity to be among the co-founders, among the early backers, among the early birds. People that are building this from the scratch. It is not a crime if we build something this massive and amazing. We are calling you to come build this. All of this company we are happy to see today. All of this company that we are always pointing at, saying this, saying that you love this company. At a point, they were at the vision phase. I stand to be corrected. At the point, they were what? At the vision phase. And guess what? It was people that came together to make it what? A reality. To make it what it is today, that you can admire it. Why don't you come together? Let us build the same thing. Something that is even more massive than that. We can do it. We can do it. Look at the Dangote refinery. People came together to build it. They came with their millions, and SWIFTtrip is not even at that phase yet. Spent how many years? Because if you fail to follow this process, then I don't know what to say to you. This process is a very vital process. This process that we are talking about patience. We are moving step by step in order to what? Get to that height. In order to what? Get to the actualization of everything that we want. It's a process. And in this process, you are paying the price. Those persons that invested their money in Dangote Refinery with their millions, they pay the price. And what is that? The price of patience. How many years did it take? About 11, 12 years for that refinery to be what it is today. And SWIFTtrip has not even gotten to 5 years. Yet so many persons are already complaining that they want to, that the business should launch. For how much they came with? These are people that came to the business with 5,000 naira, 10,000, 15,000. You shouldn't joke with this opportunity, especially now that is at the vision phase. We are looking for co-builders, people that will come together. Let us build this. This thing you're getting, this information you're getting today, people are looking for it. People are looking for this information. And I believe those of us that are campaigning, we can attest to that. That there are some persons we will see today, and by the time we just tell them about SWIFTtrip, they won't even ask much question. They'll say, please, I want to be part of it. Send me the account number, and they will do their transfer ASAP. That is because these people, it's this kind of opportunities they are looking for. So let us come together and build this. You are one step ahead of them today. Why? Because you've gotten the information. One thing is getting the information. Another thing is acting upon the information gotten. And it's only you that can make that decision. So SWIFTtrip is yet to launch the business. We are the vision phase, calling out for co-founders, people that love this, that it resonates with them, that want to be part of it. Come together. Let us build this. And how much is it going to cost you to be a co-founder in SWIFTtrip? We say with $250, you can be a co-founder of this global system, of this global business. With as little as $250 today, approximately 385,500 naira. It's not even up to $500,000. But this 250 gives you the opportunity to own a global business. It gives you the opportunity to own what? A global business that pays you consistently for life. That pays you effortlessly for life. And you think $250 is not worth it? 200 million naira is worth it. Someone that has 200 million naira in his account today, do you think that person can be spending money however he or she pleases compared to you who is an owner of a system? They can't, because by the time they spend the money, it's no longer 200 million, it has reduced. And especially if they don't have a means of earning that same money again, they will mind their spending. They will be very, very calculating of every spending they make. They will want to calculate every spending. Okay, how did this money go? Because they know if they exhaust the money, they can't get it again. But you, having a system, you spend money for leisure. You spend money however you want. Because you know what? You have a system that will bring the money back to you. I believe we can hear me on Telegram. Ambassador Tom K, can you hear me? Let me be sure so I will carry everybody along. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much, sir. So, that is that. We said $250. You have the opportunity to own a global system. And this $250, what is the actual project fee? $150. $150. From this $150, we also have the other. If you can look at my right-hand side, you will see $100, which is used for advertisement fee. It is used for what? Awareness. For those persons that create awareness out there to the people, they get paid. $150 is the project fee, is the money that goes to the project. So you can see that SWIFTtrip is well structured in the sense that you come into this business, you are now wondering, okay, how are they paying the people that are campaigning about SWIFTtrip? You who is joining the business, you are paying advertisement fee. So if you fail to campaign about SWIFTtrip, people will campaign about SWIFTtrip and they will use your advertisement fee. There's no one person that will come into SWIFTtrip without paying advertisement fee. That money has already been separated from your shares, from your co-ownership. So $150 plus $100 is how many dollars? $250. And once you make this payment of $250, some person will ask, okay, then how will I start earning? Sir, you're earning according to your global ownership percentage, which is constant. And what is it? 0.0 in 5 places, 125%. This ownership percentage is what you earn from every transaction. You earn according to your ownership percentage. Nobody is telling you that you will earn 1,000 naira or $1 or $2. No. You are earning according to your ownership percentage, which will come in cents and kobo, which is powerful. It is what? Powerful. Don't joke with any business that has to do with percentage. Don't joke with it at all. Now, let us quickly look at the next slide. That is also asking, because we've looked at it, we've known that we've not launched the business, and we've seen how much it takes us to be a co-owner of SWIFTtrip. Now let's look at the next slide, which is asking us a question. When will SWIFTtrip go live? When are we launching this business? Let's look at when we are launching the business. When are we going live? We said SWIFTtrip has 5% profit, or rather, ownership percentage. That's what the company is giving to us. 5% ownership is what the company is giving to us. And we say, the company is saying that we will launch this business at the sales of 3% ownership. 3% toward ownership. And how many units are in this 3% ownership? 2,400,000 units. That's why if you read very well, you say, thus the launch of SWIFTtrip is embedded in the milestone of 2,400,000 units of ownership. How is that? Let's look at it. It's very simple to calculate. We are launching at the sales of 3% ownership, right? We'll bring 3 down. Now, divide it by your ownership percentage, which is 0.0 in 5 places, 125. If you do that, what will you get? 2,400,000 node units. So, if you are a co-owner, you go to your app, you will see, once you log into the co-owners app, you will see the number of shareholders we have and the numbers to be activated. So, it's counting. For every person that joins the company, it is added there automatically. So that is a milestone for the launch of Swift at the sales of 2,400,000 node units, or at the reach of 2,400,000 node units. All right, so let's look at the next slide, which says, or which shows us that this business is indeed a global business. Why? Because we were launching this business in Nigeria and in the United Kingdom. These are the countries who will launch this business first off before we start scaling globally. Okay, now here our certificate of incorporation. We have the CAC certificate. We also have the EFCC certificate and also the United Kingdom certificate. All of these are certificates. You want to go verify, please do. And if you're seeing SWIFTtrip Technologies there, you should know that that is the name of the company. SWIFTtrip is one of the services that we are rendering, which is the e-taxi aspect of it. So SWIFTtrip Technologies is the company's name, which is the umbrella to all other services that we will be rendering, okay? So you can go do your findings. Now, what makes SWIFTtrip stand out? The thing that makes SWIFTtrip stand out is what we call the PYC, which stands for what? Pay your customers. We are the first company coming to put our customers on payroll. We are the first company that has seen the importance of the customer, and we are saying that KYC is not the big deal. Knowing your customer is not enough. This is the time we have to put these customers on payroll, that whenever they patronize the company, they earn. We are introducing it. It simply means there is no other company that is into what? The PYC. That is rendering what? The PYC. We are the first company globally. Now, we won't, because of our time, we won't be talking much, or we won't be expanding on the PYC. Let's look at the next slide. Remember, this PYC stands for what? Pay your customers. And this PYC applies to all of our services, including the e-taxi, the e-commerce, the aviation, the logistics, and the hospitality. Now, just imagine it that you patronized a company, and from that patronage, you earned something. What you earn is not bonus. What you earn is not bonus. You rather earn money that you can use. You can withdraw to purchase whatever you want to purchase, so long it can buy that thing for you. It's not bonus for next ride or bonus for next patronage. No. It's money that is withdrawable. It's money that is what? Withdrawable. So the PYC applies in all of our services. That alone is going to make us stand out. That alone is like a magnet that will attract the people to SWIFTtrip. It's a magnet that will attract them to SWIFTtrip. We don't need to stress ourselves just by somebody patronizing the company. Say, oh, he or she looked at his or her app and sees any. That person will go talk to another person about SWIFTtrip. They share the link and do that. Before you know, it will sell itself. SWIFTtrip will what? Sell itself. It will attract the people. And you will look at it and say, okay, it's incentive, it's incentive. Sir, ma, I want to tell you that we humans, we don't joke with what? Incentive. No matter how small, no matter how many times we can afford it, we don't joke with incentives. That's why you can see a driver and a passenger fighting because of 15 naira. Is it that 15 naira change? Is it because they can't, either of them can't afford 15 naira? No. That 15 naira is, that incentive you're seeing is massive. You will see someone selling business, sold something for 100 and something, 105,000, 100,000, 200 naira, 100,000 and 15 naira. And you said, okay, let me just do a random figure of 100,000. He will tell you that 15 naira is his profit. Oh, you don't need to touch it. Is it true? It's not. Actually, Igbo says what? Ahashi. It's a lie. Incentive is what? Powerful. So that alone will make us stand out. Now let's look at the next slide, which says, who is the brain behind this massive business? Who is the brain behind this incredible business? He is no other than a Nigerian. So many persons will be disappointed. They will think it's a white man, someone from India. No. It's someone from this land, Nigeria, an African, a black Nigerian man, a young, vibrant man, energetic man, someone that his energy is contagious or contagious, however they say that. It's contagious. He is a lion. And we are very much happy that he is the one that the Lord is using for this massive business. He is the one that has availed himself to transform the life of as many that will identify with him. And that's why our prayers are always with him, his family, his team, and every co-founders of SWIFTtrip. In wisdom, he shall never lack. And God will continue to enrich him. And also God will bring to him the people that will take this business to the next height. The facilities, the things that will make this business move to the next phase, to the completion phase. All of those things will be brought to him in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen and amen. Thank you very much, sir, for all you do for SWIFTtrip, and we love you. Now, quickly, I want to quickly look at how you earn as an owner of this business. How you earn as a subscriber. How you earn as a co-founder. How you earn as a co-owner of this business. Okay. Now let's look at it. We say we have two ways you earn in SWIFTtrip, right? The very first one is how you earn in the future. How you earn in the future, and also how you earn in the now. But first and foremost, let's work with how you earn in the future. Why? Because we are yet to launch the business. So let us catapult to the future and see how our earnings. Some of us will think that we will be earning yearly, weekly, monthly, as the case may be. No. In SWIFTtrip, you are not earning like that, but rather you are earning per transaction. You are earning per transaction. That is the power of a system. One system will give to you what so many businesses can't. A global business. Imagine you working and earning from that place you're working, and imagine you being part of a system that people are working and you are earning from that. Which do you think will yield for you more profit? Of course, the one that people are working for you. So that is why in SWIFTtrip, you're not earning per day, but rather you are earning every milliseconds. Yes, even while you're sleeping, you're earning. And we will show that to you. First of all, let us look at the e-taxi per trip profit evaluation. From all of the 5 services you are rendering, we want to bring out just one, which is the e-taxi, to show to us how we are going to earn from the e-taxi by the time we launch the business. So we want to do per trip, one trip. Okay. Now we also assume that this one trip costs 8,000 naira in Nigeria here, or for those of us in the United States, let's assume it costs $10 over there in the United States. So how much will you earn? How will you earn? And how is your earning like? We will show that to you. But note that the cost of every transaction differs depending on the distance covered, right? Yes, there's no constant price. Now, let's look at this. 8,000 naira as the cost of the trip, multiply by your ownership percentage, which is constant, 0.005 places 125%. If you do that, how much will you earn? 0.03 places 1 kobo. That is what you will earn. It looks small, but it's not small. If you do that of $10 multiplied by your ownership percentage, which is 0.05 places, 125%, what will you get? 0.06 places, 125 cents. It is not small. It is not small at all. And mind you, are not the one to be calculating all of this. So, no, the system will. The AI will do all of this calculation. Just imagine that you'll be the one that every transaction that happens, you'll not carry your phone and be calculating to know. No. It's the AI that will take care of that. That is the power of system. Now, you are complaining that this 0.0 in 6 places, 125 cents, and 0.0 in 3 places, 1 kobo is very small. Sama, it is not small. Remember, you are earning like this globally. And when we talk about globalization, amount or accumulate all of the transactions that will happen and see how much you will earn. Do you think you'll still be earning in kobo? No. Why is that? Because the power of volume has taken place. The power of what? Volume has taken place. And when we say SWIFT is going to make you a decillionaire in dollars, when we say SWIFT is going to make you a virgin trillionaire in dollars, it is this cent, it is this kobo that will make you that. Yes. Let us look at how cent, kobo can become millions, billions, and trillions of dollars, and virgin trillions of dollars as well. And that is why we are looking at where we could be in 5 years. All of those ones I skipped are per month profit analysis, per year profit analysis. No, let's forward to where we could be in 5 years. That's what we're saying, the future. Where we could be in 5 years. And we want to work with a worst case scenario, saying that business is not going as planned. We're looking at the worst case scenario of 50 trillion trip performed worldwide. In all parts of the world, we are accumulating all the trips towards 50 trillion trips. And then we are saying this 50 trillion trip cost $10 and 8,000 naira. We are saying all of them each cost $10 and 8,000 naira. Is it possible? No, it's not. But because we are calculating, let us stick to this particular figure so we can get a better calculation, right? Now, some persons will say, hey, is it possible for all this transaction to cost 8,000 and 50 trillion trips? No. It's not possible. That's what some person will be saying. Sir, when do you think SWIFT will be able to perform this trip? If you think it's not possible in the space of 5 years, please extend it to whatever time, whatever years, number of years that is possible for you to think that SWIFTtrip will perform 50 trillion trips. Because we know that the minds have different capacity. We say give us 3 years. Best case scenario, we'll perform 50 trillion trips. And if it is not convenient to you, extend it, please, to whatever year that it is. That is convenient to you. But definitely a time will come, by the time we accumulate all our trip performed since the launch of business, we will definitely amount to 50 trillion trip and more. Right? Good and fine. Now, multiply the cost of the trip by 50 trillion. Multiply the cost of the trips by 50 trillion. Remember, we said the cost of the trip is 8,000 naira, and we did that calculation. We did that calculation earlier on, and it gave us what? 0.0 in 3 places, 1 kobo. And we did the other of $10. It gave us what? 0.0 in 6 places, 125 cents. Now multiply that by 50 trillion trip. You will get what? $6.25 million or 5 billion naira respectively. That is what you will get. The same person I showed some cent and kobo earlier on. You can see the power of volume. You shouldn't miss out on it. This is a business you shouldn't miss out on. Let us come together and build this. Let's look at the next slide, which says subscribers asset growth evaluation. Now, we say in space of 5 years, let me confirm if you can hear me on Telegram. Can we hear me now? On Telegram, please. Let me carry everybody along. Can we hear me on Telegram? I think on Telegram. Can we hear me now? All right, thank you, sir. Okay, so sorry for that break in transmission. So we've been able to show to you how your asset has grown in the space of 5 years by you being part of a system. Look at a system that enables you to sleep and earn. Who wouldn't want that? Who wouldn't want to be able to sleep and earn? Are you not tired? Are you not tired of suffering? Sir, it's not laziness, so because we are paying the price now. And the result or the harvest will be what? Bountiful. It will be what? Plenty. So that is why all of this price you are paying now, we will definitely enjoy it in the nearest future. There is always an harvest for every seed sown. So SWIFTtrip co-founders will definitely what? Harvest theirs. And that is how we will be earning, sleeping, relaxing. People are out. See, this thing we are saying today now, there are people sleeping now. There are people gisting, enjoying themselves now. But we are here discussing, talking about the future. We are here campaigning about SWIFTtrip. We are out there talking to people about SWIFTtrip. But others are at their convenience, sleeping, flexing, drinking, doing whatever they are doing. When it is our time, we will do that more conveniently, without the fear of what? Any occurrence, any negative occurrence, or any fear of exhausting the funds that will come in, that will be coming in. We do that rather conveniently. So which would you prefer? Would you prefer to be enjoying now, relaxing now, playing now? Why others are feeling their pain now in order to what? Play tomorrow? The decision is left for you. What manpower cannot do, a system will do that times 100. Because manpower or manual labor cannot and will not take you far. SWIFTtrip will make you a virgin trillionaire in dollars. And I don't need your validation. I don't need you to believe it or not. Because I know it is definitely going to make you that. And like I keep saying, if you are not comfortable of being a virgin trillionaire in dollars, please, my account will always be available for you to do transfer, which I doubt you would want to do. Why? Because we humans, we are insatiable. By the time you begin to see the virgin trillion, by the time you begin to see the money, it will be like, should I send to international admin? No. He's also earning his own. You will not even think of me. In short, you will be the one looking for more money. Because we are insatiable. So SWIFTtrip is going to make you a decillionaire and a virgin trillionaire in dollars. And whether you believe it or not is something that will definitely happen. So we've shown to you how you earn in the future. Now we want to quickly look at how you earn in the now. Now that we are yet to launch the business, how do you earn? Now let's look at it. We say we have a corporate global challenge. Yes, we do have a corporate global challenge. And also the speed to our global success depends on the speed at which we collectively solve our global challenge. Now you can see that it's not a one-man thing. It's always talking about our global success, our global challenge. It's something we need to do collectively, right? Why? Because collaboration is the new kind of what? Currency. So we need to collaborate in order to achieve that our collective success. Now, we said, what is the challenge? What is the challenge? We said 2,400,000 node units to be sold. Is the challenge. Where do we get 2,400,000 units from? That is why we need to work together as a team, which says together everyone achieve more. If one person can achieve 500 persons, two persons can definitely achieve what? More than 500. Let's say 1,000. Three persons will achieve what? 5,000. you can see the higher the number, the higher what? The achievement. So if every one of us decide to work towards the actualization of this 2.4 million person, you will see in a jiffy we will get the 2.4 million units sold out in a jiffy. So let us work together to make this a reality. Then let's look at the next slide, which also tells us that as a co-owner, as a co-founder, every time you solve a unit of this challenge, sir, ma, you get paid. We are not telling you or sending you an SMS to say thank you, Mr. John, for all you do for SWIFTtrip. Thank you, Mr. Lagbaja, for all you do for SWIFTtrip. No, we are making sure you are what? Paid. Even when we are yet to launch the business, we are practicing the PYC. Pay your co-founders, pay your co-owners. We are practicing it now that we are yet to launch the business. You shouldn't joke with SWIFTtrip. Okay? Now, how do you solve the challenge is another question that is in front of us. How do you solve the challenge? Very simple. Just decide to be an active campaigner. Sell units of SWIFTtrip ownership and earn big from SWIFTtrip campaign pool fund. There is a pool fund. Remember earlier when I told us that from every subscription, that subscriber is paying already the advertisement fee. Okay? Now, this is the campaign fee. This is a campaign sponsorship fee that is available, $238,867,800. That is what is available for you and I. And how do they get that? We simply did a simple mathematics. $100 multiplied by unsold units of SWIFTtrip. Of course, we've sold some units of SWIFTtrip of the 3% you're talking about, right? Now, there are unsold units available. So, $100, which is the advertisement bonus for today, multiplied by unsold units of SWIFTtrip, gave us this figure you're seeing on the screen. And the more the advertisement fee, the more the campaign pool fund available for us. And we also see that SWIFTtrip campaign pays. You're not doing anything for free for SWIFTtrip. How you earn as a campaigner from SWIFTtrip campaign sponsorship pool fund. In SWIFTtrip, you earn up to the 4th generation. You have the privilege to earn up to your 4th generation, whereby your 1st generation, your earning is worth $70. 2nd generation, $15. 3rd generation is worth $10, and the 4th generation, $5. Added together is a total of what? $100. It simply means from every person you tell directly, you earn what? $70 if they buy their ownership in SWIFTtrip. And if they themselves tells other people, you earn $15. Why? Because those people are now your 2nd generation. And from every of your 2nd generation, you'll be earning $15 just like that, up to your 4th generation, which your 3rd generation, you're earning $10, 4th generation, $5. Is that all? No, we have extra campaign cash award still available for you and I. This is for the active campaigner. You go out there, you talk to more persons because you love what you're doing. You're doing it with enthusiasm. You're doing it with the love, passion, that burning desire. And you take it upon yourself to campaign SWIFTtrip tirelessly. You talk to 50 persons. The company calls you. Mr. Lagbaja, here is this $50. Thank you for all you do for SWIFTtrip. And you are known and considered SWIFTtrip runner. Remember, from these 50 persons you've registered, you earn $70 from them. Now the company gives you an extra $50. You went ahead, you talked to more persons, and you're able to register 500 persons. The company calls you again. You've met another milestone. Mr. Lagbaja, come. Here is this $1,000. Take this $1,000. This is to say thank you for all you do for SWIFTtrip. And you are considered what? SWIFTtrip icon. You love it. And you decide to take the bull by the horn and go aggressively out there to talk to people about SWIFTtrip. And you've been able to register 5,000 persons. The company calls you again, Mr. Lagbaja, here is the $10,000. Take this $10,000 to say thank you for all you do for SWIFTtrip. And you are considered the face of SWIFTtrip. Amazing. All of these are available for you and I. And you can only get this if you are actively campaigning about SWIFTtrip. Thank you very much. That is why our advice is, do not miss SWIFTtrip ownership for any reason. You shouldn't even let anyone talk you out. Your mentor, your pastor, your parents, whomever, do not let them talk you out of SWIFTtrip. Do not miss out on SWIFTtrip. Let's look at the next slide, which says subscription slide, which is we are telling you make your payment of $250 through SWIFTtrip Technologies Ltd FCMB. Okay, make your payments to the company's account, and please do not make your payment to an individual account. Make sure you're making your payment to the company's account, which is SWIFTtrip Technologies Ltd. And you want to know the conversion rate of the $250? All you just need to do is to visit us on the website, visit our website, which is www.seedinvest.swifttripcampaign.com. There you will see the company's conversion rate on the USD inflow. There's a figure beneath it, and I think for today it's 1,542. So multiply whatever figure you're seeing on the USD inflow, multiply it by 250. Whatever it gives you, that's what you pay to the company's account. Why the USD outflow on the website is for the payment of the awareness fee, or rather the advertisement fee, whichever that is convenient for you. Okay, either the awareness fee or the advertisement fee. Okay, so you don't pay into the company's account with the USD outflow, but rather you pay to the company's account with the USD inflow. Now, by the time you've made your payment, okay, you can also get the wallet addresses on the website. We have the TRC20, the BEP20, the BTC, and all of those addresses. You can copy it from the website. Okay, now once you're done making your payment to the company's account, send your proof of payment to your sponsor. Who is your sponsor? The person that told you about SWIFTtrip. That person is your sponsor. Then the person will get you what? Registered by reaching out to the hub admin of SWIFTtrip in your state or your country. And if there is no hub admin in your state or country, connect with your sponsor. Will connect with the company's admin, that's the international admin, of which you can see his contact on the screen, 080-366-95332. Okay, so once the payment is confirmed, your node ID will be given to your sponsor. It is that node ID that your sponsor will use to do your what? Registration. Because in SWIFTtrip, we don't go about sharing registration link. Okay, and you who is coming in cannot register yourself. You must pass through someone. That is SWIFTtrip policy. Okay, thank you very much. And the next slide talks about our ticket, our seminar here at the head office in River State, Port Harcourt, Rumukurusi, opposite Access Bank. That's where our head office is. And we have seminars every Saturday at 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. And we start at exactly 12 p.m. and close at 2 p.m. There is no African man time. Okay, so all you need to do to be part of that event is to send your name to this number you're seeing on the screen, 09039449537. And if you're coming with someone as well, come and send the name of that person as well to this number. Then your tickets will be made available before Saturday. Okay, so invite friends, invite as many as you want for them to come here and know more about SWIFTtrip. Thank you very much, and we really love you. And also, let's not forget our promo that is still ongoing. Promo whereby as shareholders you can purchase extra unit. You can purchase extra unit at a crashed rate of what? $50. As many units as you want. Please come and purchase. Come and buy. It is a rare opportunity. It's a rare opportunity, okay? Come and own as many opportunity as you can now that the opportunity is made available. Okay? You can sell them later on at whatever price you want, but it shouldn't be less than $50 or more than the rate at which the company is selling as at the time. Okay? So it's business, it's profit to you. Imagine buying something for $50, which is approximately $77,100, and maybe the company is selling for 1.5 million naira, which is $1,000. dollars, and I can choose to sell it for $1,000. I can choose to sell it, which is 1.5 million. I can choose to sell it for 800,000 for something I got for 77,100. I can choose to sell it for $500,000. I can choose to sell it 1 million naira, but I cannot sell it above what the company is selling, and I cannot sell it less than what I procured it. Okay, like I bought it $50. So it's an opportunity, and this is something you should grab. And I believe we are capitalizing on that. And I want to say thank you to everyone who has purchased their extra unit. And we really appreciate you. Together we will do great things. We will do great things. And now, I also want to use this medium to say thank you to everyone who has stayed to the end of this meeting. And we are going to the very important part, which is the question aspect. Okay, so this is the time where you can ask your question. And like I said, thank you to all ambassadors of SWIFTtrip that made themselves available till the end of this presentation. We won't fail to appreciate you, because it is because you are here, that's why this meeting is holding. And to those of us connecting us online, we say thank you.